You may be wondering why I look like I just got out of bed. But basically, I just came home from work. I was inspired while I was listening to my headphones. I was listening to Ms. Doechii, the Swamp Princess. Hold on. The Swamp Princess. I got really inspired to do some art today. I figured I would sit down and do a drawing with me type of video because I don't really know what to do on my YouTube today. But I figured since I was going to do this anyway, I might as well record it and then put it on here for anybody who is interested in watching. So we are in technically my art studio, just my room. It's just my living room actually. I didn't feel like doing any makeup or getting ready in any form because I didn't want to lose that momentum, you know. This is what you get today. I have my little art cart over here. You can't really see it. My art cart and me. I've got my easel back there and I have an idea, but we're gonna talk it out because I don't know how to put my idea to paper, so I figured we could just figure that out on the way. Yeah, I was really inspired when I was listening to her new song, Anxiety. She did like a rap over somebody that I used to know, and that blew up on TikTok. And then people were asking her to get in the studio, you know, and she actually did. She went into the studio and got to work almost immediately and put it out. I think this week she just put it out. I love her. I got inspired by her. And so today we're just gonna make art based off of Doechii. So if that interests you at all, keep on watching. Okay, so first order of business, I don't really know what medium to use. I have like this big charcoal paper, but I don't think I want to do it art that big. I think I'm gonna use some Bristol paper. If you don't know what Bristol is, it's basically just really thick, we're just gonna ignore that. Really thick paper. Not really thick, it's really smooth, so it really glides on. Like, look at her. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? I really like this little albino alligator. I think I want to do something related to her song, and an alligator. But I don't really know how to tie all of that together. I have ideas up in the noggin, but we'll see. So first I have to pick a medium. I have a lot of color pencils. I have Prismacolor, but I keep them in this reusable Ziploc bag. I also have a little thing of watercolor, but for this paper, I don't think that's gonna be really good. And then I also have some charcoal in here. I think I really wanna do, okay, so this is my vision. You know how in the song, she's like, anxiety, keep on trying me. Actually, let's look up the, okay, she says, anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety, can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me and my anxiety. Somebody's watching me and my anxiety? I thought it was me, it's my anxiety. Oh, it is. Somebody's watching me, it's mine. So she like changes it. And her album is called Alligator Bites Never Heal, which she's talked about it on, I think, like Apple Music. She talked about what that means to her, and she said it was like a name for an album that she's always had like in the back of her mind for like the past couple of years, and she just felt like it felt right. I forgot exactly what it means, but to me it means like alligator bites never heal. Alligator, she's from Tampa. The alligator is a symbol of her history. I'm from Florida. This is me trying to sound smart. Basically, to me, it just means you have to do the healing yourself from your past, but like it always kind of haunts you a little bit. But like that's the point. You're never like become the person that you think you're gonna be. You always kind of stay true to yourself. I want to watch this back. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? You know what I'm trying to say. Alligator bites. Let's Google it. ChatGPT. What does alligator... It says, metaphorically represents deep, lasting wounds or trauma that can never fully heal, signifying her personal struggles with issues like label pressure, imposter syndrome, and past experiences that continue to affect her, even as she tries to move forward. The alligator bite symbolizes a significant painful event that leaves a lasting scar. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You get it. We get it. Okay, so that to me is what that means to me. You know how alligators lurk in the water, in the swamps? They're nasty little creatures. They're actually really beautiful. But anyway, you know how they lurk and their eyes kind of like pop over the water, their little nose holes, they're like this. I'm not good at articulating, but basically they're in the water like so, you know. And in the song, like, everybody on TikTok has been doing my anxiety keep on trying me, it's my anxiety, and then they'll like do the mirror and like the person in the back is still dancing while the person looking at them is like, that's the kind of energy I want to put into this. Yeah, anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I was trying to keep it kind of moody and like ambiance, but I'm gonna be honest, I can't see a fucking thing. I need to turn on the lights because I can't freaking see. I'll be right back. This is kind of what I'm thinking about. You know how like the alligators, they be lurking. Hello? You know how they be lurking, they be looking, they be like this, okay? Do you see the vision? And I kind of want to make it an albino alligator because that's the one she uses in her thing. Like, look at this freak. Look at him. A freaking weirdo. Look at him. I also went to the aquarium recently, so I think that's why I'm even thinking about little alligators and stuff too. And then let's look at Doechii. She's so pretty. Like, hello. She is so beautiful. I kind of want to do the braids too, but like, I don't really know how to do. I feel like I could learn. Let's look at her side profile because that's probably what I'm going to be using. I also love that she does her little tapes on her eyes. I kind of want to do that. Her side profile a little bit. She has a cute face. And I really love her hair when it's in the braids, especially when it was like connected to the other girls, especially on the some Tonight Show. She had that on. I also don't know how to draw water. If you can't tell, I haven't drawn in a while. We're just gonna attempt like something like this, you know? Do you see what I mean? Let's just start because I'm gonna keep putting it off. Also, don't come for me for my skin. I think I have psoriasis or some type of eczema or something. My doctor, aka my cousin with a degree, told me that it's probably psoriasis. But I have not gone to the doctor yet to figure out what is going on. I have not been yet, so don't give me crap. I know they look kind of crusty, but just ignore it. And if I see anybody talking shit about my skin, your mom's a hoe. Let's get started. Hey guys, this is Alicia, voiceover, and I'm gonna explain a little bit of what I'm doing here. I like to start off with an HB graphite pencil or any faint graphite, any mechanical pencil is fine. You just want to make sure that it's easy to erase, and you want to use a really light hand when you're mapping out the placements of your drawing. And basically I used different photos in reference because there wasn't a specific alligator reference point that I wanted to use, or even Doechii, to be honest. I needed to use different references. I like to play around with the placements and kind of see where everything is going to be. You don't have to put that much detail into it because it's really just to map it out. And also use your tools to your benefit. If you're having a difficult time imagining what an alligator even looks like, Google that shit, bro. Like, Google it, look it up. If you have an iPad, make it bigger, flip it. Right here you can see I'm editing the photos. I know I want her to be facing to the left and not to the right. Manipulate that shit, bro. It's a tool. Something I used to do all the time, if I knew I went into drawing in grayscale, like black and white, I used to take the reference photo, edit it on my phone, turn the saturation all the way down and then play around with the contrast to see how it would look like. Just a little life hack. Use your phone, use your tablet, whatever. Okay, so I can already tell this is going to take me a couple days to start. But basically what I did is I did like a basic outline of where I think I want her and the gator to be. I was using my reference photos to get a little bit more detailed. But so far, this is what I've got. I think this is the distance that I want them to be. I want them to be looking at each other, but not like right in their faces. So I think this is the layout that I kind of want to do it. And I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm here by myself, I kind of feel like I'm being watched over my shoulder while I'm drawing, and it's kind of making me anxious, and I'm kind of not able to focus completely on what I'm doing. So if you guys don't mind, I think I'm gonna work on this by myself without a camera, and I'm gonna do it off camera just because I know I'm physically here by myself, but I feel like somebody is watching me. I'm gonna update you guys how I get to it tonight, and I'll probably work on it tomorrow too. So. This is how it looks at the moment. I have never done alligator skin, but this is kind of what is going on right now. I think it's going to be really difficult to do this in just black and white. So I'm going to bust out the color pencils and we're going to see what happens. Guys, I'm so sorry that the footage came out so shaky. I had to speed it up because obviously this was going to take 8 hours to film. But, sorry, the tripod keeps shaking and it makes me look like I was genuinely tweaking while I was drawing this. But basically, I was just looking at the photos for the albino alligators, and I decided I didn't want to just make it obviously just like a pale yellow. And so I started using like rainbow colors. I honestly don't know. I was just playing around with it. Hey guys, today is actually the next day. I went and did some errands with my parents, and I have the whole rest of the afternoon free. So I thought I would continue to work on this piece. And something that I'm noticing off the gate is that she is way too light skinned at the moment. It's easier to add darker values than it is to bring light back out. So I always like to start off a little bit lighter than I need to and then add more contrast and darker values. Something I want to work on today is going to be her skin. And also it is hard for me to kind of imagine what kind of colors I should be using for under the water, because I feel like I want to do it green, kind of like a swamp kind of a color. I'm really scared about the gator. I don't know how to do the texture on the gator, especially with color pencils, so I don't know how she's gonna turn out. But so yeah, day 2. So first order of business, I'm gonna pull up my reference again. The skin is way too dark, too light. I think I'm scared of adding too much. I'm just gonna work in silence today because I'm a little caffeinated. I'm gonna just let y'all watch what happens. see me pick up this wooden colored pencil. It's actually a colorless pencil that I'm using to burnish, which is a technique that is using heavy pressure to press the pigment into layers. So you can layer the colors and burnish them so that they look a little bit smoother, a little bit more opaque. You can either do this with a white colored pencil, you can do it with a colorless pencil, or you can do it with a colorless marker. I prefer to do marker if I'm using it on marker, but when it's pencil, I'll go ahead and do a colorless one. And then here you're seeing me use a Copic Cocoa Brown to get those darker values that I know I couldn't get with a pencil. I kind of like to mix media, so I like to do colorless pencil and marker at the same time and then blend them together. But in this case, I didn't realize that the paper itself wasn't really working. I shouldn't have been using Bristol. I should have actually been using something with a little bit more grit so that the colors could blend into the paper, but that was my bad. I forgot to mention what color pencils I'm using too. They're just Prismacolor. I think they work pretty good. I'm getting kind of frustrated because the colors, I'm trying to darken them and they just keep getting muddier and muddier. I even tried to use like a colorless blender. To kind of try to blend them in instead of the colorless pencil, and I try to let it dry and all this stuff, but all the colors are kind of not getting on there anymore because there's just so much packed in there that I think it's just making it look muddy. So I kind of want to give up, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna keep playing around with it. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is her at the moment. I haven't worked on Mr. Alligator at all, but this is what she looks like, and I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, you can definitely tell, but there's like little specks everywhere when you're burnishing with a colorless pencil. It doesn't always do such a great job of blending the colors, and I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I really hate this little texture. This is her little face tape, and I'm really struggling on the hair. I've never done braids like this ever, and so I'm still working on that, trying to figure out how to do that. I think it's slowly come together. Here you can tell that I've been using pen, and I don't know whether I want to keep using pen because sometimes it looks too contrasting, sometimes it's using too many mediums, and I don't know. Here I use some marker to try to get the darkest values without having to burnish, you know, like over here I was like with this like brown pencil. It was kind of hard. So I'm trying not to give up. And I'm still working on it. But I need a break. I need a fucking break. Here, I generally didn't know what I was doing for the bottom half of the body. I was just kind of messing around with the colors, but in my head, I feel like the deeper you go into the water, the darker the colors. But I didn't want to make them look too muddy like the way that I messed up the face. So I was just really playing around. Honestly, I wish I would have gone a little darker than I was doing, but I was trying not to use such a heavy hand. Guys, is day 655. Let's get back to it. Ooh, let's put those away. Today I'm gonna come back to this drawing because I uploaded a short on YouTube and it got kind of traction, and I kind of put stay tuned for part 2. So now I feel like I have to actually finish this because I gained like 20 of you guys subscribing off of that video. So I'm like, this is really what the people want to see? I guess I have to do it. I was just gonna abandon this drawing, so we gotta stick through because we said we would. I also feel like this YouTube video is gonna take too freaking long to edit, but this is what I committed to, you know? When I said I wanted to have a YouTube channel, I said I was gonna put the effort, and now I actually have to do what I said I was gonna do. I got my water, my art cart. Oh, and guys, I organized my art cart to the best of my abilities. So I put like all my regular supplies like markers, pens, pencils, brushes up at the top. In the bottom, I put like my paints and my notebooks. So she is organized now. Finally, it won't be as difficult as I had made it for myself originally. I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb because I need to focus and I need to get in the flow. Where I ended up last time, I had started on the coloring of her skin under the water. I had done a little bit of details on this alligator. I think I'm gonna use my color wheel to kind of help me figure out what colors I should be doing over here. I kind of want to do like a complementary color at the top, but like a dark to the green. What even is that? Let's see. I would say I kind of want to keep the bottom half of this. I want to do like this swampy type of color. So a complementary would be purple, probably like these colors of purple. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I think today my goal is gonna be to, I don't know. I just know I need to work on something. I totally forgot what even I want to do with her shirt, and I kind of feel like I should be working on the gator today. I think I need to be working on him, because he's gonna be under the water, and I think it's gonna come a lot better if I work on him. I got a lot of traction on YouTube that I usually don't get, and subscribers from a little video that I did of me working on this piece, which was super dope. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I know I'm like a little creator, but I really would like to do this YouTube stuff for reals, like not just lollygagging, uploading every once in a while. I want to be doing it pretty full time. So thank you guys so much for watching this or subscribing or whatever. I would love to hear about, I would like to hear from you guys. If you want to leave any comments or even a share or like, that would mean so much to me. It really like made me super happy to see that people were liking the drawing, and especially that it was unfinished, because I was ready to give up on it, but I was like, you know, I already spent a lot of my time working on this and I thought I had a good vision for it, so I might as well just upload it because I was proud of it. You know, like the little bit of progress that I've done so far has been fun, and that's what I always told myself, is like, you're not doing this because you think it's perfect. You're doing it because you're having fun and you want to share the work that you've put in, you know. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do it, because old me would have given up super quickly. I am notorious for starting projects and never finishing them, so I was just like, you know, just make a little YouTube, or just make like a short or a TikTok. It doesn't have to be long, just do it very like bam bam bam, like the steps that you took. Just post it for shits and gigs. So far I'm at like 10k views, which is really exciting, because the only other short that I've done has nothing to do with me that got that many views. It was like a Troye Sivan short. I'm glad I did upload it, because it made me realize there's an audience for everything. And even though I can be in my head, I'm like, the algorithm hates me, like nobody's watching, nobody's subscribing. It's like, no girl, like these people are out there. There's people on their phone all the time, and they might come across something that you made that they really liked, you know. And I feel like a lot of the reasons that I even got a lot of viewers, or a lot of views and likes on the drawing, was because it was a Doechii drawing. And I feel like she's really in her element right now, and she's really motivated me. She did the artist way not too long ago. She did it before she like really popped off a lot, and that's something I'm curious. I want to get myself a copy of that, because I'm like, Lord, the Lord had listened to Doechii. She put a lot of trust in herself, and she did a lot of inner work to really understand the vision that she wants to put out there as an artist. And I think that's so dope that she took the time to really curate like an image and a brand for herself. Basically what I did is I tried to put more detail into the alligator bottom half of the face. I tried to do different kind of colors. I kind of want to make it like almost rainbowy, kind of that look that albino alligators have, like a pinkish, greenish, yellowish tone. But they have a lot of other hues like pinks and purples that I saw in the photos. So that's what I kind of try to do. But yeah, I am a little tired, and I'm going to pick it up hopefully tomorrow. I'll do a little bit more. I just need to work in sections, because there's so much little detail that I'm trying to put in there, but I'm trying not to do like such a sloppy job. I don't want it to be taking super long, but I also don't want to rush it and then put out something that looks like crap. What's up, y'all? It is day 537. I just woke up from a nap. But I want to show you that I bought some markers, because I think I'm going to do the background with markers. So basically my plan is just to do the back shadows with these, and then add detail on top with color pencil. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I got some greens and I got some purples, because I think I want to do purple on the top, green for the water. And also I wanted to show you that I got the Artist Way book, because Miss Doechii herself said that she did it. She did the morning pages, she worked on it, and I think this just like fell out of the sky for her. She is who she is. So I seen her on her Instagram page. She was showing like her breakfast, and she had her notebook and she had this in the background of her picture, and I was like, she's still doing it. She is still doing it. And I don't know, I feel like this will magically fix me, but if not, it will at least teach me some stuff. yeah, I got this. Oh, and also I'm listening to Selena and Benny's new album. I love it so far. I especially like Ojos Tristes, and I think the Marias are in it. She sounds so good. And I really like the Bluest Flame. I like that little like And also, I want to show you another thing. I found this at Books A Million. Or I didn't find it actually, my husband found it. It's Mac Miller's Tiny Desk Performance on a blue vinyl. Oh, actually I didn't even read this. Thank you guys for giving me a space to play my music with my friends and have fun. Love always, Mac Miller. Oh, I didn't even see that. Bruh, I started drawing with this. She's dead. She's literally dead. Let me show y'all. I paid $9 for this bitch. Hello? Yeah. I'm gonna go return this because ain't no way. Miss Coppet, you can't do this to me. You are way too expensive for this shit. This is ghetto. This is ghetto. Hey y'all. It's day 5033 and I am ready to give up on this. I don't want to do this anymore. I think it looks like crap. Sorry if you hear the machine going in the background. It's my laundry machine. And at this point, I'm just playing around with markers on it because I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it. I'm going to keep working on it. I'm not going to be happy about it. By this point of the drawing, I had already spent over 2 weeks, I think, trying to finish it. And in between working a regular 9 to 5 and trying to get to sleep early, I really was just losing my mind because I really didn't have the time to be working every single day on this. But basically, I just try to treat it as a practice. I was trying to experiment with layering different colors, using the color pencil with the colorless blender. Honestly, I was just trying to get anything I could out. So I wanted to get on here and explain basically what's been going on. And I still have a lot to do with it that I feel like I want to fix, and parts of it I haven't even touched yet. I am deciding to just finish the video out to wherever I do today. I think for my mental health and for my sanity, I'm just gonna post this video. Whatever I get done today is the last pieces of it that I'm gonna put in this YouTube video. I am thinking of just using this as a practice. Specifically, I didn't know how to draw water. I don't know why I even chose to do it in water. I hate the way that I did the swamp. I hate that I didn't even think about it, but I really wanted really dark values that are just difficult to even get to using color pencils. I think I should have been using paint this whole time. Yeah, I think it's a big piece, and I think I got overzealous with finishing it and doing it. But I didn't consider the fact that I need to go to work, and I didn't consider that I don't have all day to work on this. I only have like little spurts of time. And so just for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna finish it today. Whatever gets done is done. It's giving beginner friendly color pencil marker. At this point of the process, honestly, I was just trying anything and everything I wanted to do. I was testing out the colorless marker blending on the color pencil, but I think there's I'm not sure. I'm not a professional, but I think there's some weird mixture happening when I try to do marker plus color pencil on top of marker. I don't really know. But I was just experimenting with everything that I wanted to do. Okay guys, hey, welcome back. I've been working on this for a good minute now, and I think I am officially done practicing on this piece. So I'm gonna take it off of the tape. Oh no, it ripped. Okay. I'm gonna treat this as a learning curve, but this is the product as of right now. Okay, off the top of my head, I can tell you already a couple things that I will try to remember for next time. So first of all, this is kind of the type of texture I was trying to do with the sky. Didn't really work out. I think I needed more layers. I realized I don't know how to do water. Making the scales on the alligator is actually really difficult. I started, but obviously did not finish all that shading. And I didn't even begin on this side, to be honest. I like the type of texture that I did on the face of the alligator, but yeah, we did not get very far for that. The skin tone needed to be a lot darker than this. She looks light skin, but I was trying to add more values with the color pencils, and I don't even have a black color pencil, to be honest. The darkest shade that I have is probably like this dark umber color, which isn't even that dark at all. And I was really struggling to get some, maybe the sepia actually. I was really struggling to get the right tones and stuff, and I was trying to add more color to it, but it ended up looking really muddy and it wasn't grabbing onto the paper really well. I think I need to use maybe a different kind of paper. I think Bristol's really good for pen, but maybe I need to use a paper that has more texture so it can grab onto the color. Close up, you see how like grainy it would get where I was trying to add more values. Yeah, I don't love that. And I was trying to darken this up, but already you can see that texture going on here again. I want to learn how to do the braids a lot better, and I like the concept of what I was doing, but I just can't spend super long on this. I'm going to treat it as a draft. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to apply what I learn for the next thing that I do. But this is it. I did what I said I was going to do, is try to work on it, not give up on it, but use that as practice. And whatever happens, happens. So if I ever finish it, I will post it on here on YouTube and TikTok. But if I don't, just bear with me. I don't even think I think I'm being more hard on myself than I need to be. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters. And I don't think I'm hurting anybody's feelings by not finishing it. I'm just going to move on to the next projects. I lost a lot of inspiration by being so picky about stuff. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here with me. Sorry that it wasn't finished. If you're watching this to see a finished product. But, yeah. Hopefully you guys will like the next art piece. Thank you guys for being here with me, regardless if it got finished or not. I'm sorry for blue balling you, but I want to do more videos on art, but maybe smaller. And then we'll build up to like a big piece again. I hope you guys at least found it entertaining or you learned something new. I don't really know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.